Hi guys, I'm back again with another cake video. Today I'm doing a rosette butterfly cake. This is also an ombre cake which fades from purple to pink. Let's get started. Today I am using 8-inch cake rounds today. I am using my chocolate cake recipe. And in case you are wondering, yes, I am working with frozen cakes. They are a lot easier to handle. I get less crumbs. And no, they do not dry out. They do start to thaw out while sitting on my counter, but still sturdy enough for me to move them around. I am filling my cakes with my buttercream recipe. And this was a cake request from one of my good friends. She wanted me to make her a cake for her birthday. And this is what she had wanted. She gave me a few inspiration pictures. And I kind of just put them all together into this one cake. Now that I've got the final cake layer on, I am doing my crumb coat. Since I'm doing vanilla buttercream on a chocolate cake, I do want to seal in any loose crumbs before I start my final coat of frosting. And of course, as you all know, the crumb coat will help hide any loose crumbs. I'm cleaning off the top of my cake and then going in with my cake scraper. The cake scraper is also a helpful tool to make sure your cakes are nice and even. If there are any uneven spaces, I go back with that same buttercream that I scraped off from my cake scraper and reapply it to where I need to on my cake. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, yes, I am actually using a different offset spatula today. I had ordered me some new ones a few weeks ago. Today I am using a 6-inch offset spatula for my 8-inch cake today. And if you were like me, I was a little bit hesitant on trying the new spatula, but honestly, it actually worked out pretty well. It wasn't too big or too small, and I think I would probably use it again on bigger cakes like this. As you can see, I still got my favorite spatula in the background in case I decided to use it, but I didn't. I just stuck with this one for the whole entire cake. I'm using my spatula and just covering the whole cake. And then I'm using my cake scraper and just scraping off any excess buttercream. And as mentioned earlier, my cake scraper also helps me make sure that I have nice straight edges on my cake. I did put on a little bit more frosting than I usually do on the side of my cake. And that's because I plan on scraping off excess buttercream when I am doing the ombre effect on my cake. I'm just finishing cleaning off the rest of my frosting before I start with my colored and scraping off some excess buttercream on top. I use 2 different colors. I use purple and pink. My original thought was keep it light in color, but as I was reapplying it onto my cake, I noticed that it wasn't as dark as I had wanted. But I just decided to keep going and see how it would turn out. As I was finishing off with the cake, I noticed that the color just wasn't as what I had imagined or with what I was expecting, or even with the pictures that I was given for inspiration. I decided to add a little bit more of the colored buttercream on here and see if that would make a difference, but honestly it really didn't, and I just wasn't liking it, and so I decided to tint my buttercream darker. I forgot to show you the purple, but I went back in with the pink, tinted it a little bit darker, and I used the same effect, just putting a little bit buttercream on the cake. And then when I was done applying my pink, I smoothed it out just as I did with the purple. And the reason why I did it this way was because I still wanted some white showing as well, and have the purple fade into the pink. Scraping off the excess buttercream on top. and doing a swirl for the final touch on my cake. And don't worry, I did end up going back and cleaning off any extra buttercream on the sides. For these rosettes, I used the Wilton 2D tip. And that tip was used for this pink and purple. And then I'm adding a smaller rosette with the same tip on each end. And then with a smaller one, I use the Wilton 32 tip. I'm not sure if these are still called rosettes, but that's what I'm going with. Just piping on some rosettes and some little star tips. I'm just piping where I feel like it needs to be covered on my cake. And I'm not sure what brand this is, but this is a tip number 5. I'm using this tip just to pipe on little flowers onto my cake to finish it off. Let me know what you guys think so far of this cake. It's actually been a while since I've done this style on a cake, or just rosette as a border. I loved how the color turned out, so I'm glad I decided to tint my frosting darker. Going back in with my leaf tip 352 from Wilton to add some more color. I use green with some brown and black for this color. I didn't want a super bright green, and so I wanted it more like an olive green color on this cake. And you guys, I bought these cute little butterflies a couple weeks ago, and this cake was the perfect occasion to add my butterflies on. Now I do want to mention that these butterflies are not edible. I bought these off Amazon, and they do have options for edible ones as well. But with the price range, I actually got more butterflies with this one, so I had bought it instead. Adding some finishing touches of some edible silver pearls. And this is it, guys. This is what my cake looks like. I think I'm going to call this my Ombre Butterfly Rosette Cake. Let me know what you guys think and how this turned out. If you guys watched through my whole video, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram where I will be posting lots of pictures and videos of this cake. I'll see you all in my next video.